Hey, welcome back to sunny Arizona. It has been a really long time since I have been on to do my weekly live with the holidays and illness and everything. So I apologize in advance if there are any nerves in my voice throughout this or anything like that. So first of all, how was everybody's holiday? Mine was really good. If you can believe it, we managed to make it through a holiday with no one getting sick. We all got sick after Christmas. So yeah, so we got sick after Christmas. That lasted almost through New Year's, and then we seem to be okay right now, with the exception of my husband did come down sick yesterday, so I'm pretty sure that that's gonna come make its round and hit me again. So I'm trying to get everything done before that happens. So anyway, so let's go on. I want to go ahead and share with you all the things that I have been working on. Even though holidays and sickness and stuff, I have been working on some of my projects. Some of them haven't moved too much, others have. So I'm going to start off with, I haven't fully given it a name yet, but last time you guys saw this, I think it was 2 squares. Now it is almost completely a shirt. I haven't tied in the loose ends or anything, and I have not done this sleeve right here, and the reason is because I'm still writing up the tutorial for this, and I want to make sure I get step-by-step photos of how I do the edges here. So this side is done, other side isn't, but it's almost there. So the next time you see this, it will be on a model in photos. You might be able to see some sneak previews and stuff like that on Instagram, but for the most part, I'm going to call this one done, and you won't see it again here in a live. This is the duster that I've been working on. I'm going to take out one piece because it is in 3 pieces right now. I haven't made a ton of headway. I actually ran out of yarn, so I had to run and get some more yarn. I'm hoping to finish. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I'm hoping to get this one finished up this week, so you'll see next week, you should be able to see the full duster pattern done, like the whole product. All right, and then I think last time I was on, I was also still showing you this. This is a very delicate project, so hang on here. I'm gonna take my hook off. This is going to be a spring cardigan. I think I only had the center square done the last time I showed you, so I have made some progress. I've stopped on it for the moment simply because I do need to do a bunch of write-up before I go any further, so that way I don't forget exactly what I'm doing, so that way you guys can reproduce this in a pattern, and then I will continue on from there. So expect to see more progress on this one next week. And then it's kind of funny, I hope I have to share this with you because I have to totally laugh at myself. So what I did is I had planned to make a spring handbag, and I had picked out all these gorgeous colors from We Crochet, Brava yarn, and believe it or not, I'm in my garage. I'm trying to clean out my garage, you guys, because for those of you guys who don't know, we fairly recently moved to Arizona, and half my stuff is still in the garage, and I really want to make a crafting space for myself and get back into doing my hand-dyed yarn and stuff like that. So I'm digging in the garage trying to get things cleaned out, and I pulled this big stack of squares out of a box. And these are all, you guys, you would be so impressed with me. I picked out almost the exact same colors in Brava yarn from We Crochet as they are here, and I believe these are all actually Karen Simply Soft. And I was going to do my spring bag in squares and put it all together, and I thought, oh my gosh, look, I've already done it. This is something I already had in my mind. And I was gonna show it and share it all with you today, and then I realized that these squares are all different. Okay, these are done, these are smaller, and these are bead stitch. And then I have like these bigger squares, okay, and these are done in the seed stitch. I have no idea what I was doing with these originally. Maybe I had originally thought to do a bag years ago or something like that, and I had actually started. So yeah, so I think I don't have exactly what I want now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all these pieces, or if I'm just gonna start over and make a new bag. I don't know, do you guys like the seed stitch pattern better, or do you guys like the bead stitch pattern better for a bag? I think that's going to be my first decision, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just redo them all with the Brava yarn, and that'll be one of my spring projects that I have going on. Okay, so once the spring projects, I had hoped to be done through more of them than what I have, but like I said, holidays and all that jazz. I'm going to be starting this week on my first summer project, the seed stitch. Okay, all right, the seed stitch is actually one of my, sorry, I dropped like half of them, so hold on. The seed stitch is one of my favorites, And I like how it makes this really like textured pattern, and it's really dense too, so it would be good to make a purse out of, less little holes for things to get through. So okay, seed stitch it is. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to be starting this week on a summer pattern, one of my first summer patterns. I picked out this stitch yesterday, and I had meant to have like a little swatch to kind of show you, just to make sure that is the stitch I want to use, but I didn't get to it, so I'm just going to share with you the yarn and kind of the idea for the project. So I'm going to use Capra in DK weight. This is Adriatic Heather, and this is white, and it is from We Crochet. And my thought process here, and I don't really know how the project's going to turn out, but my thought process is like, have you guys seen like one of those baseball tees where like up to like maybe here is all one color, and I'm thinking the blue, the Adriatic Heather, and then the shoulders and the arms are all almost like a color block project, but then it's like going to be a V-neck, and that top part's going to be white. I'm thinking summer, so I'm thinking, you know, short sleeves, but then I might take that blue and make stripes right in here. I call them baseball tees. I don't know what anybody else calls them, but I thought, you know, that would be kind of a cool project for the summer, just your all-around tee that you can wear every day with a pair of jeans or a pair of shorts. That's my thought process. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now I want to move on to the events and promos that I have going on. And firstly, I do want to say congratulations to everybody who won the end of the year giveaway. I ran this giveaway in December with Frankie Kate and Fosboss Designs. We had something like 16 winners, and unfortunately, because of the holidays and everything, I wasn't on to tell everybody about the giveaway, but hopefully you guys did see it either via email or somewhere else on social media and had a chance to enter. 2 of those 16 did win skeins of yarn hand dyed by me, and I have them here. So I believe the Instagram winner won this one here. This is colorway, I call this Mermaid's Kiss. Now I am planning on getting these out to the winners next week. I am a little bit behind. I have contacted the winners and let them know that it is coming, and I've got their addresses and everything, so should be shipped out next week. So that's Mermaid's Kiss. And then our Facebook winner got this one here, which I like to call this one Pixie Pink. And these are 75-25% merino wool and nylon. They are fingering weight, which makes them really great for summer projects, which is why I picked these for the giveaway, because I figured after the holidays everybody would be doing spring and summer projects. So I'm looking forward to getting these off to them, and hopefully they will enjoy them as much as I love to dye, guys. It's gonna be one of my new passions. Okay, so that was the end of the year giveaway, and the other thing I have going on right now is the You Decide, I Design. Most of you guys already know what I'm doing with that project. We are in week 7. Please go to the blog. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put the link and everything in at the end of when I post the video. There'll be a link to the post. Check out the results for week 6. Tell me your vote for week 7. I promise, this is the last thing I'm going to ask you guys to vote on before I purchase the actual yarn for the project. And once I get the yarn for the project, I will have one question that I'm planning, one question for you guys that I'm going to need to know before I can actually get started with actually making the design itself. So at that point, mostly what you're gonna see is you're gonna see in progress photos, and I might ask you guys a question as we're progressing with that project. And I hope to have it done in time for the fall so that we can do a big cowl and show everybody how to do this in a video. Okay, the mermaid pink for the baseball tee. You know what? That's a really good idea, and I didn't think to do that. I mostly so far with the dye, or the yarn that I personally dye, I sell it. And I've only made a couple small projects with the yarn that I've dyed, and they've worked up really well. I don't know if you guys saw the Alpine Ridges comfort scarf. It was these gorgeous shades of green and gold and red, and it was very autumny, and it was just beautiful, and I loved how it turned out. And I have a couple other skeins that I was working small projects with, but you guys, this yarn is actually kind of expensive, and it is expensive to dye, so doing one for myself, like making a whole project for me, is like, no, why would I do that when I can sell it, right? So that's the thought process, but I really do need to start doing bigger projects with my own hand-dyed yarn. So maybe I'll do a baseball tee in pink as well. That's a really good idea. So if you're a pink lover, let's see who I would put. Katie, my daughter Katie, in pink. She would look fabulous. Anyway, so the last promo I have going on is the biggest thing going on right now, and I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. It is Studio Crochet, and if you don't know what it is, you guys, this is my latest crochet adventure where I and two of my colleagues, that is Sarah of Net and Mimi and Hannah of Hand Jam Crochet, we have created our very first digital magazine. You guys, I cannot tell you how much encouragement and support and love we have received for this magazine. When we did this, we didn't really know what to expect. It was an idea. We put it all together and we just thought, okay, we're gonna put it out there and just see what happens. I can't tell you how many messages we have received from people asking us if this is going to be a subscription. And we had not planned that. Like I said, we really hadn't planned overly far in the future because we didn't know what you guys would think of the magazine. And so for this year, we have planned 4 editions, 4 issues. This first issue that we put out this week is the luxury issue, but we do plan to have 3 more this year. As of right now, they are all going to be individually priced, and in the interim, we are going to make a decision on whether or not we are going to turn this into a subscription if people continue to show as much love for all of the issues that go out as they do for the first one. It seems like the first one is really going off really well, and if that continues to be, then I think we will, in fact, probably at some point turn this into a subscription with a different price and the whole jazz, but we're still discussing that. But as of right now, expect 3 more issues this year. They will all be sent out individually and individually priced, okay? So from the Studio Crochet magazine, if you don't know anything about it, it is all digital. It currently has 7 designs in it. It has an introduction to mosaic crochet. It teaches you how to care, shop for, and use your luxury yarn, because like I said, this issue is all about luxury. You get 3 stitch tutorials in there, and it's just loaded with a bunch of good stuff. So yeah, it's just really been a labor of love, and we're so very proud of it. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of show you my 2 patterns that are in the magazine. This first one, and I know it looks huge, you guys, but this is actually super small. I'm looking at it in the camera and it looks ginormous. I can't put this on because I am a medium to large. Don't tell anybody. But so this is a size small. So this fits my youngest daughter, Cassidy. And that's who, if you look at Instagram, Facebook, anywhere, if you have the magazine, if you've seen the pattern, if you go onto the website, she is the one that is modeling this, okay? So I'm not gonna put it on because it will not look good on me. I don't even think I'll be able to get it over my head. But here it is in all its glory. This is actually a pretty simple pattern, you guys, and this is the one we have all agreed that we're going to put one of our patterns from the magazine. You will be able to get it for free on our blogs, okay? The others are exclusive to the magazine, but this is my one free one. You can get this pattern for free on my blog. I will put the link in the description for you. This is the Palomino Diamond Poncho. It was crocheted completely in the round, and you guys, it's so easy because it's the top part and the bottom part are all single crochet. The part that is really intricate here is the diamond part, and this diamond trellis accent here I have modified to work in the round. It's traditionally done flat, but I have changed it for this pattern to work here in the round. But you will get all of that for free on the blog. Like I said, the link will be in the description. Now, the second pattern I have in the magazine is actually not supposed to be released until Friday, so you're getting kind of a sneak peek, but if you've seen the promos for Studio Crochet Anywhere, you've already seen it because it is the cover photo. Okay, my daughter Katie is the one wearing it in the photo, and the reason again that I'm not showing you it on me is because even though this looks, looks huge, it looks huge as I'm holding it up, this is actually an extra small. She is the only one that fits in it. My daughter Cassidy, who will be here shortly, she can't even wear this either, so I can't have anybody put it on for you because Katie is at work. But you can see it in the photos. This is the Emelita twist. It has these slight bell sleeves. If you can see it in the photo, I absolutely love this. Is one of my favorite parts of it. And this one will be like formally introduced on Friday, but what I'm going to do for you today is this stitch right here. This that I've done kind of for the bulk of the pattern. This is called the double crochet with a twist stitch, and I am going to teach you how to do this stitch. So you guys kind of just bear with me for a second because I'm going to lay the camera down, so you're probably going to see a little bit of the sky here from it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're going to see a little bit of the sky, and I'm going to teach you how to do that stitch. And you guys, if I mess it up, bear with me. I do have a full-blown YouTube tutorial on how to do this stitch. Again, I'll put that link in there because I am kind of going to do it a little bit abbreviated because nobody wants to sit there and watch me single crochet or foundation chain, okay? So, all right, hang on here. Let me just tilt this down. And let's flip the camera over if my eyes will let me. Where's the flip at? Okay, I think I found it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I've actually started it here. Like I said, this is just for, you know, time constraints. I don't want everybody to sit around and just watch me foundation chain or anything like that. So this is actually the foundation chain. And the way that you start a project like this is you want to chain in here. You know what? Let me actually get a little bit closer down so you can see my hands maybe. Am I down far enough? There we go. Can you guys see a little bit better? Okay, so this is done in multiples of 4 plus 3. So what I've done here is I chained 12 plus 3, so for a total of 15. Okay, and then what you do for the first row, which I've already worked, the first row is only single crochet. So what you would do is you would single crochet into the second chain from the hook and then all the way down. And when you do this, you are going to lose 1 stitch. So right now we have 14 stitches. Okay, so we're going to actually start with row 2, and this is the fun row, okay? This is where we're going to do those double crochets with that twist. So we're going to start by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is our turning chain, but it also counts as a stitch, okay? So that's important for this pattern that you understand that this turning chain does count as your first stitch. So we're going to turn our work. And the way I like to tell people or show people is when your turning chain counts as a stitch, if you just kind of pull it up like this, you'll see that it sits above this stitch right here. So that tells you this stitch is all 1 stitch. So you're going to want to skip this stitch. When it does not count as a stitch, you don't skip this stitch. But since it does, we're just going to tuck it up right there so I know not to go into here. And then usually you would go right here into this stitch. This would be your next stitch. But this particular pattern, you're going to skip your first stitch. This is called your first stitch here because this one counts as your stitch. So you would skip this stitch, and then what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet into each of the next 3. So this one, and this one, okay? So we're going to yarn over. This one counts as a stitch. We're skipping this one. We're going into this one, so we're going to go under, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now we've got 2 double crochets, yarn over, go into the next one, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so this is what it should look like at this point, and this is where the twist comes in, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a double crochet, but we're gonna go back and place it into this skipped stitch. So the easiest way I found to do this is to actually turn your work more vertical instead of horizontal. Okay, you yarn over and then twist your hook around so it goes back in underneath this skipped stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now I'm going to try to flatten this out for you so you can see it looks like it kind of gets all jammed up, especially this row here. But if you lay it out flat, there is your first double crochet with a twist. You can see the twist going right across the top here. Okay, and now this is going to lay flatter as we go. Like I said, it's going to kind of be crunched up. When you get to the next row, after that next row is done, you're going to see it kind of flatten out, and it'll be easier to see these double crochet with a twist. Okay, So let's yarn over. We are gonna, again, skip the next stitch and we're gonna double crochet in each of the next 3. So skip here, we're gonna go in right here. All right, and let's go into the next one. And we're gonna go into the 3rd one here. And again, we're gonna make that lovely twist, okay? We're gonna turn our work this way. We're gonna yarn over. I hope you guys can see this, and go back into this missed stitch, the skipped stitch here. If my eyes will let me do it, there we go. All right, and there's our second double crochet with a twist stitch, okay? We're gonna yarn over. Again, we're gonna skip this stitch and we're gonna go into the next 3, 1, 2, and 3 with double crochets, okay? Skip. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. Okay, and again, we're gonna make that twist, that double crochet twist. We're going to yarn over, kind of turn our work vertical and go back to the skipped stitch. Yarn over, pull through, maybe. Oh, hang on guys, my yarn got stuck. Okay, so we're yarned over, I'm gonna go back. Yarn over, pull through, there we go. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And here we go, this is our 3rd one. Okay, hope you guys can see all that. So now what you see is you have this little thing sticking out right here. This is, you know, when you started in the 2nd chain from the hook, this is that remainder. So this is a chain, or this is a stitch right here, and you're gonna want to put a double crochet right there in that stitch. So yarn over. Okay, so now we've technically completed row 2, because remember I didn't show you row 1. Row 1 is that row of single crochets. We've done row 2, which is your double crochet with a stitch, double crochet with a twist stitch. That's a mouthful, guys. Okay, so our next one is actually going to be a single crochet, and I am going to work this one for you because it is a little bit more than just single crocheting as you would in like a foundation chain, because I want you to be sure not to miss something here. So let me show you. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. We're going to single crochet in every stitch across. So we're going to start here. And this is what I want to show you. You want to be very careful not to skip your twisted stitch, which is this one over here, okay? So the way I do this to make sure that I don't miss it is I take my finger and I kind of tuck it like it's a little pocket. And I tuck it and I pull that stitch out so I see it really clearly. And then I crochet into it. And I do that every single time I get to that twist so that I make sure I don't miss it, okay? And I'm gonna single crochet all the way down. And then I want to do this so I can show you what it looks like on the other side once we're done, how nice and flat it tends to be after being crunched up. So here, so you guys can see it. This is another one of those twisted stitches. I'm putting my finger in there to kind of pull it out. All right, just a few more to go here. All right, and here we are in one of those twisted stitches, so I'm gonna make sure that I don't miss it. Okay. Okay, and here we are at the end. Now remember, this is our turning chain, our chain 3 turning chain, and remember it counts as a stitch, so you want to make sure you do not skip. You want to make sure you put a single crochet in the top chain of that chain 3, okay? That will be your last stitch. All right, so here's the back, and I'm going to flip this over here, And now here we are. See how nice and flat that's laying? It looks so much easier now, doesn't it? It looks way better. It doesn't look all crunched up. You can kind of actually see the pattern coming together, and you can nicely see these twists. So what you would do for the remainder to continue this, it's literally a repeat of this twisted row and single crochet. So every time, so row 2, row 3, double crochet with a twist, single crochet, double crochet with a twist, single crochet. Now, I'm going to pull the Emelita out real quick. So again, you're going to kind of see the sky here for a second. Let me flip this over here. Maybe. There we go. So now what I want to show you is that the Emelita wasn't completely designed with that stitch. You only see it in sections. It is the bulk of the pattern, but it's not the pattern in it of itself. However, what you can do to make this easier, okay, so I think I classified this as an intermediate pattern, but to make this easy, if you are a beginner and you think that you can do the double crochet with a twist, it's really not hard. Like I said, I do have a full YouTube tutorial on it, and you can always contact me as well. But to make this easier, if you get this pattern, there'll be changes in it. If you just literally do row 2 and row 3 throughout the whole thing, it won't look exactly like this, but it'll look pretty similar, okay? So you can actually follow the guts of this pattern just doing those 2 rows, okay? If you want the exact look of Emelita, then of course you're going to want to follow the actual instructions in the pattern. But literally, if you're a beginner, then yeah, absolutely, you can do this whole pattern in row 2 and row 3. So that's it. That's what I have planned for you to get today. It was wonderful to see you all. I'm so glad you guys are all back. Does anybody want to, I see some chatter going on in there and I don't know what's going on, so I'm sorry if I missed something. But does anybody want to just jump in and tell me maybe what they did for their holiday, or share anything that they're working on, or if there's anything that you want me to share with you? I don't know if there's a lot of beginners out there who maybe want to hear about more beginner tutorials, or do you want to learn more advanced stitches? Or I would like to share something with you guys every week that is going to be of value and useful to you. So each week I'm kind of struggling, thinking, okay, what am I going to share this week? So if you guys give me your suggestions, that will work out a lot better, so that way I know what you guys want to see and what you guys want to learn. So you guys can leave me some comments, you guys can message me if you like. Is there a particular project that you would like me to do? That's another thing too. I can always use these sessions to create a whole new project, maybe work a project for you guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want. I do plan to be back next week unless I come down sick. Like I said, my husband did get sick yesterday, so I'm pretty sure that it is going to make it through the rest of the family. But hopefully I do plan to be here. So keep an eye on your Instagram story, because I will tell you whether or not I'm going to be here. And if I am going to be here, I will let you know what I'm going to be teaching you or sharing with you that day, okay? So that's it. I hope to see you guys again next week, and have a great day.